And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Gano out to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One.
Second down, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Watch left. We got three, fellas, we got three.
One. Come on, D.
A first down throw for Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They give him a gain of 37.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7. On first and goal, Gurley. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first and 10, here's Mariota. Flush to his right. Dumps it off to Gurley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Todd Gurley. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They begin with Henry. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
That's it. 180.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. John Simon in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina 1st down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gun.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On second down, here's Newton. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Martin, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows him sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air, Newton on second down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. John Simon in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Back to throw, Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And now out comes Minnesota. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. 1, 1.
Everyone's got
1, 1, 1. 1, 1. 1, 1. 1, 1, 1.
Mariota now on second down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice gain of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And a catch right side by Evans. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the gun, Mariota. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Newton. Steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Third and 2, Newton. And he finds a man, it's Olsen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. The pitch to Henry. And some room to roam now. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. Let's rock now. 20.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I'm well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Easy. One.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make this a second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Three.
Check. Four down.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now running right through it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jerry Hughes on the stop. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run. It's Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Mariota. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run it again with Henry. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Go. Let's rock now.
Again to Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Newton now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And an alley to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going. With it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Luke Kuechly able to get him for a loss of about 3. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game. And he's going to go down again. Dontari Poe in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Wide open receiver, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Another carry now for Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Derrick Henry. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
I got sack. Come on. What is it?
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
They'll run with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Gun.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. John Simon in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Space to maneuver at the 40. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Vikings. Todd Gurley, 74. Yards. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Newton now to throw. A good pick up there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Set. 180. Right there. Ball.
Shake it, Humphrey.
Gun.
58, boy. 58, fight. Watch the screen.
Now Newton on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So, line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, set. Security. That's right now.
2nd and 10. Newton again. Throw left side. Completion to Rice. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Alert. Set. Ready.
On the counter, it's Henry. And some room to maneuver. Derrick Henry all alone. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Well, he just bumped up his personal stats with a second score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you've got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think... I just
that.
appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
Well, you are.
Thanks. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Again, they run with Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Play was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
One. Blue line.
Mike, check. 59.
One. Flag it up.
Check, 59. Check the out. Motion.
On third down, Mariota. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Now on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. And the Panthers coming out now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now it's Henry. Room here to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Henry looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run. It's Henry. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.